Welcome, everybody. It's G1 season. We're still here, and so am I. I'm just Simple Man, and my name is Noah Foster, and welcome to this simple predictions on day 2 of the G1 Climax, where we get our opening B block matches. And tonight we're going to give you our perspective from the A block as well as we look at our brackets, hope for the best, and see where we screwed up. With that, allow me to welcome you in and greet my guest tonight. So, he's the leader of AEW Nation, a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a good brother, and he's extremely entertaining. It's Mr. Christopher Willis. Chris, how are you? Love the
I'm
shirt.
doing great, Noah. How you doing, man?
You know I'm good, man. It's nothing but wrestling. We have an incredible wrestling weekend ahead of us with AEW Fight for the Fallen, a couple great matches at Extreme Rules, but it all
Wait,
kicks
wait, wait. You
off.
said extreme. You said extreme rules? No, 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 Noah, 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 no. That's not extreme rules. It's entertainment rules. No.
Okay, point taken, but the Cruiserweights are going to freaking own it, and so is Aleister Black and Cesaro. Those are the only matches I care about. Anyway,
Good luck, man.
talking about something much better, though. Weekend all kicks off with G1 Climax 29, day 2, the opening B block action. What a B block we have, by the way. And for those of you who don't know, this is also our B block bracketology because, surprise, B block has not been in action yet, but they kick us off within literally less than 24 hours. So why don't we talk about some of the participants in the B block this year? So let me get your perspective first, good brother. You know the B block has some returning vets. You also know the B block has some very unique debuts. What is your biggest surprise participant right now, or expectation coming out what you see as participating in the B block?
Well, Noah, I feel like B Block kind of got the shaft.
Really?
It feels a little bit predictable. I don't want to give up my winner for B
Uh-huh.
Block. So, I feel like it's a great, like the lineup is great. You got Jay White, you got John Moxley. He got that swagger. You got Juice, you got Cobb,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
got Naito, you got Shingo. He wanted to be in this tournament so badly, and but still, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man.
It's a very dynamic field when you consider that 4 of the participants in the B block are literally doing their G1 debut, including your guy, Jeffrey, Shingo, and Moxley. But also, and this is one of my most unique surprises, because when he wrestles, he can deliver a damn good match. Taiji, representing, of course, my faction, Suzuki-gun. And then, of course, like I said, you have big-time players here. The biggest player, and I feel like the one that people believe is going to take the block, Tetsuya Naito, his 10th consecutive appearance, 2-time winner. But with that, before we talk about participants, let's go ahead and talk about the block matches. For those of you who don't know, G1 Climax, every night, it is previews of the following matches to come from the other block, but it's also block matches. There are going to be some tab previews involving the participants from the A block. I wouldn't be surprised to see, I don't know, Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi in a tag match. But we're going to focus primarily on the block action matches, and we got 5 killer block act matches to talk about. So with that, why don't we get right into it with our first one and looking at the card, and shout out to NewJapanProWrestling.com for this. I'm just going to do them in a random order because I feel like any of these matches, because New Japan Pro Wrestling does not disappoint. Any of these matches could be your match of the night. So the first one I want to talk about is the junior heavyweight challenging the heavyweights versus the flamboyant one who truly got rid of himself. I'm talking Juice Robinson versus Shingo Takagi. Juice Robinson, this is his first second appearance. Shingo Takagi, undefeated for 90-something matches. Perfect slate and run in Best Super Juniors, only to lose in what Dave Meltzer is calling one of the top candidates for Match of the Year against Will Ospreay in the finals. And I did not see that coming. I thought Shingo Takagi was going to take the whole thing. But I did want to see him challenge heavyweights because I thought he was that good. Thus, here we are. So before I talk more about this, good brother Chris, what is your thoughts on this match and your predicted winner?
If you go to my bracket, if you don't mind, because I don't have it on my phone. So
Yeah, I got you covered, brother.
yeah, who did I take for this? Who did I? Oh, I think.
You took Shingo Takagi.
Because okay.
So talk to me about your thought process.
I know Shingo really wants to prove himself. because I feel like Juice Robinson for last year's G1, he really did not do a great job. I think he only earned, was it 6 points last
6
year?
points, which is like the minimum for most people.
Yeah, and he was the IWGP United States champion at that time. I think Shingo has something to prove. I think it's going to be a good match by both guys. I think that's going to be the opener of the tournament, I believe. But I'm going to go with Shingo. I got Shingo to win this, man. I believe in Shingo. I love his work. I've seen him wrestle for Dragon Gate USA, Dragon Gate. You know, he's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a former IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion with one of my favorites from LIJ. Oh, Bushi.
Rocker Romero's least favorite person in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
So I got Shingo to win this, man. I can't wait for this matchup, man.
This is going to be a battle who could punch the other one in the face harder. If you saw the preview matches like I did from day one, where Shingo's like, I like this. You hit me harder, it makes me want to hit you harder. And you're right, Shingo called out he wants to challenge heavyweights, which is why he took on Kojima. And he won that one, but it was not easy, especially when Kojima basically kicked out not one, not two, but three pumping bombers. It took a Last of the Dragon and a unique pin combination for Shingo to beat Kojima. Is it going to take that much to beat Juice Robinson? Or is Juice Robinson just one left-handed got away from winning? But, yeah, it's going to be a very unique tournament match, and I do have the official card up. That is our opener, by the way, for B-Block tournament action that night. And I'm just going to go ahead and say what I picked. And I picked Shingo Takagi to win also. And shout out to the rest of the members of Team IndyDQ who are participating in this. Cindy said they're going to go to a draw. Chris Mace, all right, come on. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Cindy will be like, oh Lord.
She's going to tell me, oh Lord, because like, no, you botched me. Yeah, I did. I misread it. She said that Shingo's going to win against Juice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Surprise later for a draw. Hashtag anti-spoiler, spoiler alert. Chris Mace, he said that Juice Robinson is going to beat Shingo Takagi. Well, we'll see. Chris Cass, current Team IndyDQ champ, he said that Shingo Takagi is going against Juice. So once again, Chris Mace, the odd one out. The odd person out in Team IndyDQ that somehow seems to pick up wins. All right, moving on from there. Well, I did not figure it was going to be this early, but it looks like it's going to be. The debuting Jon Moxley versus Taiji. Now, Taiji, he wanted to be in the climax, and as soon as he found out via announced position with Milano, he's like, He's coming off recently losing his never openweight champion to Tomohiro Ishii, but Tomohiro Ishii really brought out the best of Taiji, which is why I can't wait for that match. But Jon Moxley has reinvented and redefined himself since leaving you-know-what, and has now the IWGP United States champion. But he's also a fully signed wrestler for AEW. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all works out all the way up to All Out, because this is going to end before that. And he's also going to be involved in that night against a former New Japan Pro Wrestling star in Kenny Omega. So it really comes down to how far we see Jon Moxley going in this. So with that, I think I'll go first on this one because, again, Taiji, very excited for him and his entrance. All hail the Holy Emperor, but I digress. I said, though, because this is Jon Moxley's G1 debut, and that's the only reason I said it, I said Jon Moxley was going to win. So, Chris, let's take a look at yours. You said Jon Moxley versus Taiji. You said, you didn't actually give a pick for that one, man. You left that one blank.
I did?
Yes, you have either man right now with nothing. So, putting on the spot, who do you got?
Wow. People, when I did the brackets, I did this around 1:30, close to 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow, thank you for that heads up. Of course, I'm going with Moxley.
All right.
Oh, wow.
What do you see coming from this match?
I know it's going to be a fight. I know Tachi is going to, I think he's going to do some sneaky stuff with his manager or with that microphone. And, you know, when he gets to doing the kicks or just, like, playing the game, you know he's going to take off the pants. He's going to take off the pants.
We're all waiting for the pants to come off.
Every match, man. The pants. I mark out for that all the time. No offense. I like it. But Moxley then went, wow, I did this bracket 2:00 in the morning, man.
Hey, man, I respect you for doing this. This is the toughest thing I did,
It was
too.
real, especially for the Block A brackets, it was hard as hell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is not easy for me either, but I love doing this. The only thing I actually fantasy participate in. Anyway, hashtag non-sports people. Anyway, so you got Jon Moxley. Your friend Cindy also has Jon Moxley. I have Jon Moxley. Chris Mace is Jon Moxley. And Chris Cass is Jon Moxley. We are unanimous in this. And again, people, this is both their G1 debuts. So this is going to be extremely interesting and really set a tone and bar to what both these men are capable of. And also to point out what you were pointing out to, you're right, he has not used those steel gloves yet out of that satchel that he took from the rest of that retire. Apologies to people, I'm blanking, I forget the name. I know I'm going to get killed for that in the comments. Sorry, Alex. All right, moving on from there, we got a very unique, dynamic match with a lot of history. Maybe tranquilo, but I think a lot more hate. Toru Yano versus Tetsuya Naito. So you saw the preview match like I did. Tetsuya Naito spinning in the guy's face. I don't think he can stand Toru Yano. And Toru Yano's like the wild card of New Japan Pro Wrestling because this guy's freaking beat Kenny Omega. Okay? So, and these guys have faced like, what, 5 times now? And I think Toru Yano's gotten the best of Naito out of those 5 times. I honestly cannot remember. But going into their standards, this is Toru Yano's 13th appearance in 14 years. So he's definitely been in it for a long time. And Tetsuya Naito, 10th consecutive appearance, 2-time winner, and currently IWGP Intercontinental Champion on the journey to become the first man to hold both the Intercontinental and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I still think he has the Intercontinental title too, but that's just my opinion.
I think he's gotten a little better.
You think he's gotten a little better? Okay, I respect that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and run through everyone else's brackets first. Chris Cass, he picked Tetsuya Naito. Chris Mace, he picked Tetsuya Naito. Cindy, she picked Tetsuya Naito, which just leaves me and you. Chris, you picked Tetsuya Naito as well. What were your thoughts when you were thinking about this match?
When I heard he was fighting Yano, if I botched the name, please forgive me. I'm a little disappointed he's in this tournament because there's supposed to be there is one man who deserves to be in that Block B, and that's Suzuki.
The King!
Yes. Can you say the Minoru Suzuki?
Minoru
like I
Suzuki.
said, I'm not good.
It.
Yes.
I'm still upset he's not in this, but continue.
Yeah. Yeah, Naito's going to take this, man. Naito's going to take it.
If Toru Yano picks up the win here, though, I'm going to be so annoyed and laughing my ass off.
That match is going to last 8 minutes.
This match is going to last 8 minutes. Well, it's going to last longer than it takes for him to freaking take the turnbuckle pads off that I guess he got names for now, unless he does.
You know how he does, like he don't want to get hit. He's by the ropes. He just like, bet. Yeah. Or do one of these.
Right. And then give you a box of curry.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't do anything. And low blow, because he did pick up the win in his preview block match with Liger, Juice, and his partners versus Bushi, Naito, I'm sorry, I'm still laughing, and Shingo. He did pick up the win by low blowing Bushi behind the rest back and rolling him up, much to Rocky Romero's delight. So was this a foreshadowing of things to come? I don't know. This match is going to entertain me, and that's saying something for New Japan. That's strictly more about wrestling. But yeah, everybody here picked Tetsuya Naito to win this one, bar none. All right, let's move on here to 2 men that have history with each other, and it's going to hit the living daylights out of one another. Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pit Bull, who I still believe is made out of concrete, versus Jeffrey! Jeff Cobb. This is Jeff Cobb's G1 debut and freaking representing Chaos. The Stone Pit Bull, Tomohiro Ishii. This is his 7th consecutive appearance, and he is currently the Never Openweight champion after beating Taiji again, bringing out the best in Taiji in an incredible match for the Never Openweight title back at Dominion. So, with that, why don't you lead this one off, good brother Chris? What are your thoughts on this match, and who do you think's going to win before I give you your bracket pick? Based on your mind right now.
When these two are going to... I know this is going to be an excellent match.
Wow,
this is his first one. Ishii's, this is his 7th. when I was picking who was going to win, it was just so tough. But you got to go with the experience. So I went with Ishii over Cobb. Nothing personal. I respect Jeff Cobb. I've seen him a lot at All Pro Wrestling. So it was tough for me. It was really hard for me. So I had to pick Ishii.
You had to pick Ishii, even though Jeffrey's y'all's boy. Yeah, and you did. I'm looking at your bracket officially. You did pick Tomohiro Ishii over Jeff Cobb. Cindy, let's see what she said. Well, she's sticking by her boy. She picked Jeff Cobb.
Woo! I had a feeling. I had a feeling she was going to pick the Cobb.
Well, I mean, to be fair, their preview match, they beat the daylights out of each other, and freaking Tomohiro Ishii drew first blood from Jeff Cobb. So, wouldn't surprise me if we had the same thing. As far as me, I picked Ishii to win because I'm not betting against a Stone Pit Bull. This guy's too damn good. Chris Mace, he also picked Tomohiro Ishii, and Chris Cass, he picked Tomohiro Ishii as well. So, Cindy, you are the odd one out. Which brings us to our last match of this night. A match that you might say is defined by a few things here. Ego, fear, allegedly, but respect for a legend. Hiroki Goto versus the Switchblade and the leader of the Cutthroat era, Bullet Club's own, Jay White. Now, Jay White is a man that believes in his own hype, but the thing is he always backs it up. He says he has no fear. He says he's going to win this. He says he's going to become IWGP Heavyweight Champion again. But in the preview match, Goto and his partner Yoshihashi, they won. Not pinning Jay White, but pinning Chase Owens. And it looked like at one point Hiroki Goto did put some fear into Jay White. Or maybe Jay White's playing mind games. Because Jay White, he's very manipulative. One of his key strengths. Now, Hiroki Goto, he is a veteran of the freaking G1. This is his 12th consecutive appearance, and he won it back in 2008. And Jay White, this is his second, and he had a very good go-around in the first one. So, with that, I am just going to kick this thing off and say that for my pick, I picked to win this match, the Switchblade, of course. It's Jay White. Jay White's leading the way for New Japan Pro Wrestling. No disrespect to Hiroki Goto. Hiroki Goto has not had a great record of scores. But shout out to the free match New Japan Pro Wrestling gave me when he did face Okada and beat him. But Okada's not in this block. With that, Chris, what are your thoughts on this match?
I knew this match was not difficult to pick. I know. Can you tell me who I picked? Because I know who did I pick for this one?
You picked Hiroki Goto.
Okay, thank you. Like I said, people, I did this bracket 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember. The reason why I picked Hiroki Goto, I always look at him like he is so underrated. Like, I just want him to get that brass ring so badly.
Absolutely.
Like, he's gotten every opportunity and he's always dropped the ball. He doesn't need the never open weight. He did hold the Intercontinental a long time ago.
That's correct.
But I just feel like he's just so underrated, but like his ceiling is just right there. Is he gonna really is he gonna finally break that glass ceiling into G1 Climax? I don't know. But I have a feeling he's gonna beat Jay White by a surprise. Because I remember they did wrestle each other not too long ago back in was it in May? Because I know you watch a lot of New Japan.
It was in May, correct. In like a tag show.
And Jay White won.
Yes.
I figured Hiroki Goto is gonna get his revenge. And get 2 points.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, that's why. It was I like Jay White, don't get me wrong, people. I like Jay White. But
my friend Courtney would be trying to eat your throat out.
Yeah. So I went with Hiroki Goto.
All right, let's see what Cindy picked here. Cindy, she breed with the Switchblade and went with Jay White. I already told you I went with Jay White. Chris Mace went with you on Hiroki Goto. And Chris Cassie also went with Goto. So split opinions here. Bottom line is this. I'm not sure which match is going to set the tone for the night. But if I had to pick one out of these 5, me personally, I think it's going to be Jeff Cobb versus Tomohiro Ishii, and I think they can go close to the time limit. I'm looking very forward to all 5 of these matches as well as some of the tag showcases before because, again, these cards are usually 9-match cards. With that, we are done here with B-Block Bracketology because that is all the participants in the B-Block as well as our opening day predictions. And stay tuned because he might be back, someone else might be back, but I will be back after to do a simple take as well as predictions on day 2, potentially day 3 in the same video. We are done here for now. So again, good brother Chris, always a pleasure, sir. Where can people find you? What do you want to plug?
Follow me on Facebook, Christopher Willis. Follow me on Instagram, Chris J Willis 86. Follow me on Twitter, GB Chris Willis 86. Follow my AEW Nation group on Facebook. We're almost close to 9,000 members. 9,000. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. And folks, if you want to know more about me, know this. I'm just a simple man. And if you can't figure out by the background, I am a lifelong fan of wrestling. So
Can I get a Mountain Dew? Can I get a Mountain Dew? No. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh, I got plenty of those. Yeah, I got 2 12-packs. Anyway, if you want to know more about me, yes, I do the Do. I am part of the Do Nation as well as the AEW Nation. But I digress. Keep fun. If you want to know more about me, follow me on Twitter, nodq.com/Noah, takes my Twitter page, or at nfox1916, or follow my Sybil YouTube channel here at youtube.com/users/NoahFox210, where you'll get more Sybil takes, predictions, and other retrospective videos like this on all things wrestling outside WWE. AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, Impact, Independent Wrestling, support independent wrestling folks, and of course, UK wrestling as well, and other Japanese promotions. I'm currently learning Stardom World. So with that, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Let me know your predictions and thoughts in the comments down below. And until the next videos, I always like to close. Support wrestling by being small, and let's keep growing this wrestling community together. Simple as that. And stay tuned, of course, for at the heart of this channel, 205 Live Matters, a video on Cruiserweight Wrestling and a review of 205 Live. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. And until the next video, enjoy life, enjoy wrestling, take care of your families, and have a good night.
Take care, everybody.
Katsaninare! Minoru Suzuki's going to raise hell before this thing's over. Mark my words.